Ooh, what's going on, guys? I'm Jake, the Offensive Gamer, and this is Outlast Whistleblower Part 7, if I am not mistaken. I decided to go ahead and make a very short Part 6, but, you know, fuck it. It was simply because if I had melded it with Part 5, it would have been like a 30-something minute video, and it's just like, nobody's gonna sit through a fucking 30-minute video. Just that appearance of the number 3 just throws people off immediately, so I didn't want to bother with that. Anyway, now we are completely blind again. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah. Why did it turn off my camera? It's daytime, it seems. That's pretty cool. And I have a note. Alright. Burning church. It's 12 hours later. Okay, so that Father Martin's dead. Yeah. Okay, so I think I know where the timeline of the game is right now. Alright, a chapel on fire in the distance. I didn't even know we had a church. Where's God when you need him? Huh. God. That's silly. Probably should be careful now. Yeah, alright, that makes sense, actually.
Let's just say he's dead.
Can they see me?
Yeah. What kind of sick fuck would do this to somebody? He
What?
even took his damn pants.
Tell you one thing. I've seen more than enough dick and balls tonight to last me a lifetime.
It's Traeger!
And not all of them attached to a man.
What do you
Let's wrap
know?
this up and get back to the truck.
Hey, man.
Okay. That confirms it right there. Upshur is here now. Alright, serve and protest. Corporate cops, mercenaries, private military contractors, whatever they call them now, they're as helpless as the rest of us. Need to get out. Escape. I'm really surprised. Like, this is, starting to tie things up a little bit. So that's Walrider, I'm assuming. That would make sense, at least. So, I saw a note in here. Upshur is obviously, either on the verge of dying or he is dead. Because, yeah, I remember now, at the end of Outlast, it was daytime. Or it was very close to daytime, because I remember seeing out in the distance it was kind of bright. So yeah, that's exactly what's happening right now. The end of Outlast is happening at this exact moment. Beyond Hope. To Helen Grant. Subject Rudolph Wernicke. Phase out. Dear Sirs, the groundwork has been laid to ensure an uneventful egress for Rudolph Wernicke from structural and financial systems at Mount Massive. His advanced age could alleviate any suspicions among contractors and employees, among whom he has been cheerfully nicknamed the Crypt Keeper. And legally speaking, he died years ago. I understand patients that have already been scheduled for transit. We're all terribly excited at the obvious profit potential of the new project. My researchers have combed through Wernicke's files and found no mention of the 3 lucid dreamers. I think we can safely assume Wernicke was sufficiently distracted by the partial success of patient Billy Hope, along with his own infirmity, to be ignorant of the real discovery at hand. Even minimal exploitation of these resources is hard to overestimate. I only hope the new facility is sufficiently shielded to allow female staff, so I can see what comes with my own eyes. Respectfully, Helen Grant, Murkoff Legal Mitigation Department. So still some gunshots going off at the moment. Huh. I guess nothing happened to those guys. So Chris Walker is currently dead then. Walrider has taken over Miles. Oh, wait, okay, I guess I thought that might be the place I'm supposed to go. Uh-oh. What's that? Oh, okay, so Traeger's right here. Fuck you, man. You're messed up. I'm glad that I killed you. His insides seem to be rather well intact considering what happened to him. Step 1 squeeze, if I remember correctly. That was the, that's what he said. Alright. Yeah, that fire, man. That fire. I guess I can't open that door. Whatever. Alright. I'm feeling like that we're getting pretty close to the end then. If Miles' story has come to a close now. And it's daytime, which just signifies, in a horror movie, game, whatever the fuck it is, daytime always signifies, yeah, it's the end. Or it's very close to the end. It's always how it is. Every fucking phone is always off of the thing and it's just beeping. Okay. 3 blind dreamers. Murkoff Psychiatric Systems, Mount Massive, to Murkoff Zeichner Facility. Okay, caution. Level triple black security protocols, including chemical restraint, physical restraint, and separate adaptive hyperbaric chambers are to be used at all times in transit. Chemical stimulation is highly recommended for all personnel within 500 meters of the patients. Attempts at communication should be assumed to be hallucinations and disregarded. Facial disfigurement should not be taken as a sign of lost acuity. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation. They are physically blind, but not unseeing. Note, security clearances for Project Walrider will not apply to information regarding patients and that. New security clearances will be issued and appropriate protocol assigned. What's in here? I wonder. Nothing. Alright, whatever. And still nothing. I'm wondering if there's anything in here. Doesn't look like it. Alright, fuck it. There's so many things and stuff. I guess I can't go out through there. That's fine. Ah, I recognize this. This is where the whole little pig thing happened, I believe. This is... Okay, we're next to the exit then. Excuse me. So yeah, we're almost out of here actually. So yeah, this is definitely the end to the game. I'm certain of that. And down here was that little fucking basement area, probably my least favorite part of the game. And somehow somebody found time to board up the door within the last few hours. Because fuck you, why not?
Mr. Park. How the fuck are you still alive? Let's make a deal?
Sorry, 1 second, let me read this. Jeremy Blaire. Jeremy Blaire, my supervisor's supervisor, a man who'd see me skinned, salted, and raped for a promotion and few martinis. And few martinis. Injured, dying if he's not already dead. I'm trying to feel sorry for him. Really, I am. But there's no way in hell he's stopping me from getting out of this godforsaken place. I'm coming home, Lisa.
You help me, I'll help you. God, I'm stuck like a pig. Help me up, please?
I don't trust you, man. Just in case. Give me a few minutes. I want to look around. I'm sure you understand. Because I have a feeling once I go outside that door, there is no coming back. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything. Alright, let's help you out, buddy. Oh, that's surprising.
No one can know! No one! Oh God! Oh Christ in heaven! How to get out! No! No, please! No!
Oh, shit. Well then. Wait, I thought he had Miles. Oh yeah, but Miles got shot to death, so yeah, alright, that makes sense. I guess Walrider's got my back. Alright. I think, was that a battery? Can I get any more notes out of that? I guess not. Alright, yeah, and that's where Miles got thrown out. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Kind of goes full circle, in a way. This is pretty. Let's take a closing shot of Mount Massive Asylum as we leave. For thumbnail's sake. Just in case I want to use it. There we go. Alright, that was good enough. Let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah, obviously that's Miles's car, but it looks... I don't remember for a fact, but for some reason I feel like this wasn't a Jeep in the original Outlast game. I feel like it was like a sedan or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like they changed the model of the car, which is kind of weird. And something's formulating over there. Is that Walrider? I think it is. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Onward, Park. I think that's your name. Let's get out of here. Or die. Either way.
You press that button. There's no going back, Mr. Park. There's enough hard evidence in that video file to make a world of shit for our friends at Murkoff. You got out of Mount Massive alive, and we've done everything in our power to cover your tracks. But our enemies are twitching and malicious corporate paranoics with resources you're too moral to imagine. You won't be the only target. Anyone you care about, your wife, your child, there'll be nothing to Murkoff but ways to hurt you. I need you to understand the bridge you're crossing here. You will do irrevocable damage to the company. You might even get close to something like justice. But once you click upload, your life is over. Everyone you love is fucked. But it's the right thing to do. Is hurting Murkoff worth that much to you?
Well then, that was certainly interesting, and part of me wants to argue that I actually enjoyed that more than I enjoyed the actual game Outlast. I wouldn't say it's necessarily scarier. It wasn't, actually. You know what? Fuck that. It wasn't scarier than Outlast, mainly because I knew what was coming. I didn't expect, or I expected most of the things that were going to happen. You know, like certain characters and stuff like that. I knew what the theme and the feeling of the game was going into this, so I wasn't as frightened. A lot of what fear and what makes horror games so scary is the anticipation. That's why, you know, I feel like it's really bad to have sequels to horror games, because it usually doesn't work. You know, a lot of people, Dead Space is a perfect example. The original Dead Space is considered one of the scariest games of all time, right? Most people said that Dead Space 2 wasn't that scary. Most people said Dead Space 3 wasn't scary whatsoever. So it's just like, once you know what's coming, once you understand what's around you, it feels like a horror game it just can't be scary anymore. But once that happens, you have to take advantage of something else. You got to be able to do something else. Even if you're capable of still being scary, you're not going to be. It's not going to be the same level of horror, not the same degree of horror. So you got to replace that with something. What they did in here was they replaced it with a story. You know, I mean, the original had a story as well, and it was pretty interesting. This one delved a little bit further into it. It was a lot more cinematic on top of that, which I feel like was definitely a good thing. But this game, on top of that, was very, very story-driven. It followed a much more strict narrative than the first one did. The first one kind of introduced you to this world, whereas the DLC is kind of it's become your good friend in a way. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. it's the perfect way of doing a game like this. And doing a DLC, this is one of the best DLCs for any game I've ever fucking played. I mean, honestly, sincerely, it's up there. I can't really think of a DLC off the top of my head that I think was the best bang for my buck that I've gotten. This costs about, I think, half of what the base game for of Outlast does, and you get far more than half of what you pay, half of what the actual game was. It's just so good, and obviously it's not as long. I didn't expect it to be, since it was, it was cheaper, but I certainly enjoyed myself with this game. This was a very good DLC, and I definitely recommend it to anybody who actually has Outlast itself. So the music isn't playing anymore. I'm going to go ahead and let it run out to see if there's any cinematics afterwards. I doubt that there are, but just in case there are, we'll see. And if there aren't, whatever. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and all that, and I will see you guys next time.